any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now, Dion Lewis to return. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Brady now on first down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. It's a good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
They're always up for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's take over first and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Kamara with a call on first down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6. From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this time he is in. Leonard Fournette taking it in. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers 7, Saints nothing.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
At the 26-yard line.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
Brady now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
4 yards. The tackle made just shy of...
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now Brady on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right.
35-yard line.
And he finds Gronk. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
For the Buccaneers.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now
on second down, Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Gain on the play brings up third down.
From his goal line here, Hill. Open man is Michael Thomas. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 96 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Down at the 43.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing is Brady on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Hill. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
The Saints.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. A final shot before break. Hill. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the second half with Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And the Saints first down.
Now Hill. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The ball carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for for a sack. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Going up top for Miller. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Hill going to try and run with it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. And it's no good. Lutz pulled it. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Cameron Jordan made the tackle.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That throw by Brady incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try to get the offense in 12. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. On 2nd and 12, Hill. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
3rd and long.
Looking long for Thomas. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
49-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Saints' 44-yard line.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially the second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Bucs' 40.
They run it again with Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
4-yard line.
Now Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Brady's pass.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 31-yard
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Alexander. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
It's second down and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down.
A shotgun snap for Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
To Alvin Kamara.
A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. On first down, Hill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. Here's Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Carlton Davis picks it. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Down, Buccaneers.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Continues to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Now Hill. Finding room inside the 40. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, New Orleans.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for New Orleans, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera says incredible. Yeah, can't put $1, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I the students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay.